He's here. Make some noise if you want to see Brock Lesnar. Let's bring him out, Brock. Or maybe not. So Brock's gonna do things a little differently today. We're not gonna have a workout, because he doesn't want to, and I'm not gonna make him. But media, you can ask some questions, so again, find Justin, raise your hand. Brock, first of all, from UFC 100 back into the octagon for UFC 200, this is where you will be competing. What do you think of T-Mobile Arena?
Oh, very nice. Very nice. What else is there to say?
The fact that all of these fans are here, they came out today to see you. What does that mean for your return?
Well, I appreciate the fans, and I just appreciate and thankful to be here. You know, I mean, it's I was on UFC 100. It's a special honor to be here for 200. It's a milestone for the company. It's a milestone for me. I'm healthy. I feel good, so that's where I'm at.
We are glad to have you here. Before I open it up to media questions, obviously, a little bit of news last night. What was your reaction to the whole thing?
It just kind of sucks for everybody, but it is what it is.
All right. Man, a few words. I like that. Media, do we have questions?
Brock, you're bigger than my dad!
To your left. Obviously, you headline UFC 100. The turn of events in the last 24 hours is pretty crazy, but what does it mean to you to now main event UFC 200? Well, I mean, it's an unfortunate stage of events that happened, but it is, like I said, it is what it is. It's unfortunate for DC, I guess. I feel really bad for DC and you know, guys work hard and they go through training camps and they put lots of time in, and that's the guy that really gets the short end of the stick out of this deal. So it's really unprofessional of anybody at this caliber for something like that to happen. As of last night when Dana announced this, he said he hadn't talked to you yet. How did you find out? Like, at what point did you find out that Jones was out and you were the main event? I found out this morning. So it doesn't matter. I could be at the beginning of the show. I'm just, you know, or at the end of the show. It don't matter to me. I'm here to. I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to leave it all out in the octagon tomorrow night or Saturday night, and I'm just excited. I'm excited. And I know on the conference call you told me, I asked you the question about, you know, you've always answered these questions about performance-enhancing drugs. And Joe, you said you're a white boy, you're Jack, deal with it. But what is your reaction to a guy like Jon Jones? I mean, he's proclaiming his innocence, he's denying any wrongdoing, but I mean, what is your reaction to a marquee star like that, you know, coming out? I mean, we just saw in your other profession in WWE, Roman Reigns went through a similar situation. So, I mean, what is your reaction when you hear about these kind of things? Man, like I said, it's unfortunate, it's unprofessional, and it's just the way it is. I mean, what else do you want me to say? I mean, Merry Christmas to Brock Lesnar.
Brock, last year when you were on ESPN, you did the miniature camp to test things out. You said physically you were there, mentally you were not. Was it just the case of waking up one day? What was the change mentally that allowed you to want to do this and make this feel happen?
I'm a big believer in life's all about timing. Things happen for a reason. And I don't know, I just didn't feel things in my life weren't the way they needed to be at the time, I guess. And I woke up one day and many days and thought about getting back in the octagon. And it just felt right. It feels right in here. I'm right here, and I'm going to leave it all out there.
Also this week, when you did the interview with Megan, you stated that the devil was in the details in regards to this deal coming to pass. Was this something that the WWE did approve, or was there language in your contract that did allow this option for you?
I'd have to refer that to my attorney, I guess. I don't know. But I mean, it's I'm here, people, and it's happening. Yeah, I feel fortunate that it's happening. I'm not going to go into detail. Why would I? That's my business, not yours.
Brock, when you decided to make this comeback, you said, I'm not doing this for anybody but me. I'm here for me. But now, the fans, the company, they're putting a lot of responsibility here. Does that change? Are you still just here for you? Do you feel like now there's some responsibility now that this has happened?
I've been in the business long enough, the entertainment industry, the fight game. The show still goes on, all right? So regardless of where I'm at on the card, the show's gonna happen. I'm just thankful that I got through training camp healthy and I'm here. Merry Christmas to Brock Lesnar.
Hi, Brock. Raúl Alzaga from Primera Hora in Puerto Rico. This fight is now scheduled for 5 rounds instead of 3 rounds, although many people think it won't last 1 round. Are you ready for 5?
Well, I've sparred 3,000 rounds in the last 6 weeks, so I think so.
Brock, obviously you've had a lot of great events. You've been in WrestleManias, massive pay-per-views. How does this compare to you, this UFC 200 main event, to everything that you've done in your career? Is this one of the biggest moments for you?
You know what's weird for me? It's not, I'm not an accolades guy. There's no ambiance. I don't cling on to what I've done or where I'm going to go. It's just, I'm trying to live in the moment. And like I said, I don't know where my UFC championship belt is. I'm not about to, I don't have a trophy room. It's just, this is my job. I love to do this. I'm an athlete and man, I'm going to be 39 years old and I put lots of bread on the table for my family. I mean, yeah, it's great. We're in a brand new arena. It's UFC 200. I've been, but I don't sit and ponder on it. Not at all. No, I really don't.
Después de esta pelea, ¿qué opinas de una revancha con Caín Velázquez after this fight? What do you think about the rematch with Caín Velázquez? In Mexico.
Mexico City. I got to get out of Las Vegas first. So we'll see. I don't know what the future holds for me. I really don't. I'm so focused right now. I really don't know what the future holds for me. I mean, if I want to continue after this, it's got to be something that I want to do. I don't know. It's really, why would I even ponder to think that far ahead? I mean, you can't put the cart in front of the horse at all. I've never done that, and I'm not about to do it today.
Hey Brock, of course you've had success as the former UFC heavyweight champion, but as you return for your second round here in the UFC in the Octagon, any lessons learned from the first time that will benefit you coming into UFC 200?
Well, I think you can take experiences from all the things, all of my previous fights for sure. But I think one thing that I've been able to do this training camp is just be a little better state of mind. When you're fighting through an illness and trying to train and try to defend a title, I was having this conversation with one of my training partners this morning over coffee. In previous camps, when your mind ain't in the right place, how can you stay focused? So I mean, I'm in a really good place, and Saturday night, I'm sure Mark Hunt's excited, I'm sure, and I'm excited, and I'm not gonna hold anything back, and I'm sure he's not gonna, and we'll see, we'll see who is left the last man standing.
Go to war!
Is there one fight as you look back to your first stint in the UFC that you'd like to have a do-over on?
I don't reflect on that, taking a loss is a hard pill to swallow, yeah, but no, I don't dwell on anything, I mean, I grew up at a very young age. My wrestling coach told me, you got to learn how to lose before you learn how to win. And there's lots of truth in that. I mean, there isn't one human being out there that's gone undefeated. It's just the way it is. Some days I like to think I'm superhuman, and and that's just the way I walk this earth. But at the end of the day, there's always there's always one dog out there that's maybe tougher than you on that moment, at that moment in time.
Rob, when you departed the UFC, Mark Hunt was really just returning. He'd had a couple of fights, but nowhere near the top of the heavyweight rankings at that point. So your paths kind of crossed as you were exiting and he was ascending the rankings. Given that, was he someone that you had ever thought about fighting before? And if you continued to watch UFC since you left, what are your thoughts about the direction his career has taken?
I have watched UFC since I left. Obviously, I know who Mark Hunt is and was, and so I mean, no, I mean, I didn't know who Dana was going to present me with an opponent, but I think it's a good matchup. You got a heavy hitter versus a wrestler, and that's, I guess we'll find out Saturday night. One more question, and that's it. Anybody? Thanks, everybody.
Give it up one more time for Brock Lesnar. Thank you so much for your time. Guys, thank you for being here. The press conference starts in just a little bit.